friends of Walden West. How's it going? Spider here today with a really rare treat. We have a really famous Walden West staff person here who agreed to do an interview with me. He doesn't do this very often. The monkey doesn't like to talk very much, but check it out. I got Chunky the No-Waste Monkey here. Should we ask him some questions? I want to. See if we can find out some cool things. Let's go ahead and check in with Chunky and see if he's feeling like answering some questions. So Chunky, thanks for coming out here today. Do you feel like answering a few questions for us?
Yes, that would be fine. I am feeling very talkative right now.
Okay, great. Hey, Chunky, is kind of interesting. Why did you want to do the interview sitting on top of my compost piles?
Because hanging out above food waste is where I feel most comfortable and at home. Everyone should start their very own compost pile.
Interesting. So, Chunky, that's a really interesting accent you have. I'm curious, can you let us know where are you from originally?
Isn't it obvious? I am from California.
One thing that I know that I'm curious about, and I know a lot of kids are probably curious about, is, hey, Chunky, what is your favorite meal at Walden West?
What kind of a question is that? Isn't it obvious? I do not like any of the meals at Walden West because they all, to me, are potential food waste in my heavy bucket.
Wow. Yeah, I thought maybe you might have a favorite meal at Walden West, but okay, fair enough. I mean, you're the one who's holding the bucket, so yeah, I sure wouldn't want it to be me up there holding the bucket over an evil and dreaded garbage gator. Do you have a favorite trail that you like to hike at Walden West?
My favorite trail to hike? What kind of a question is that? Have you not been to Walden West and seen me hanging from my vine day in and day out? A monkey like me does not have time for trivial things like hiking on trails.
Oh, well, wow. Sorry, Chunky. I didn't mean to, insult you or anything. So why don't we move on? Chunky, can you? This might be kind of a personal question, but I know a lot of people are wondering. Hey, how many years have you been working at Walden West?
I have been working at Walden West ever since I was 135 years old. So that would mean 21 years.
Whoa. So wait, Chunky, you're like really old. All right. So, Chunky, why don't we move on, and maybe move on to a subject that might be a little more interesting to you. Maybe a question that's a little more general. Chunky, we're all wondering, what is your favorite food?
Bananas.
Okay, can you elaborate on that or maybe be more specific?
No, it's bananas.
Okay, do you have a favorite snack?
Bananas.
What about a favorite song at Walden West?
Banana slug.
Do you like to cook?
Yes, if it includes bananas.
Do you have a favorite summer treat?
Frozen bananas.
What about a favorite winter treat?
That would be fried banana.
Do you have a garden at home?
Yes, It is a banana plantation.
Here's a funny one. Do you think a hot dog is a sandwich?
Only if it's a banana instead of a hot dog.
What about a taco?
As long as it contains banana salsa.
If you had a superpower, what would it be?
Shooting bananas from my nostrils.
Favorite flavor of ice cream?
Chunky Monkey, which of course contains bananas.
Okay, Chunky, calm down, buddy. Calm down. I think we get it. You like bananas. Moving on. Chunky, do you have a pet at home? I don't know. Can monkeys even have pets?
Yes, I have a pet. His name is Squirrel. He is a very, very silly man. He leads meals in the dining hall, makes kids do silent cleanup, and gets zero waste at almost every meal by bribing them with dessert. Can you believe that? It cracks me up every time.
Hey, Chunky, why did you choose the nature name Chunky? I think we all want to know that.
I did not choose my nature name because I was not involved in the decision-making process. But it should be pretty clear the reason why. My name is Chunky. Look at how ripped I am. Does anyone out there have a band-aid because I am cut? Can you direct me to a good sporting goods store? Because I need to get a license for these guns. How about a good veterinarian? I have some sick pythons.
All right, well, hey, I can't thank you enough, Chunky, for coming out here today and answering all these questions. Boy, I gotta say, I learned a lot. This has been a very insightful interview. Thanks so much for doing this for all of us today.